And this one is an interesting one. It's by a Syrian artist, a Christian Syrian artist who is from northern Syria. And she painted this to show the kind of treatment of women like cattle and how they were being sold in slaughterhouses. So a very striking image to kind of show and depict the sexual enslavement and trade of women by ISIS. And last, I'll show this one here. This was also done by the same artist, Naren Malki. And this painting shows the occupation by ISIS of womanhood, and also showing how women were also still, despite the horrors, still trying to battle for their femininity. And that's most of the paintings in this area.
Is there any other paintings in here that you would like, that we've missed, that you would like to bring up?
No, I think they're all, I mean, a lot of them speak for themselves. For instance, this one, which talks about the massacre that started when ISIS first attacked the villages. And when you kind of go into more detail, you'll see different episodes, whether it's the taking of women, the killing of men, the siege on the top of the mountain as well. So there's quite a lot packed into that painting.
Wow.
So yeah, I'll let others kind of interpret themselves what they see in the paintings as well.
I think a lot of them you can interpret the pain that they must have felt. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Someone else can say any other painting that attracts them.
Yeah. Does anyone have one they want to know anything about? Okay. Moving on into here, in the gallery in London, they had this tree. And here's a picture of it over here in the corner where people hung ribbons on the tree. Dave and I found this picture over here where you see how the Yazidis do hang things on trees. And they also, what I read into it, they have knots. And I think the knots have something to do with the spirit of the person that they're trying to remember when they hang the ribbon on the tree, or for the cause that they're trying to rise up or whatever. But Dave absolutely brilliantly recreated that tree in SketchUp and brought it into this world. And we're thinking about, how do we hang ribbons on the tree? And I went, I know, let's call Dargon. Hence, Dargon came into our lives gratefully, thankfully, and he created this. I'm just going to describe it briefly because he's going to talk more. He created this MRE D. You know, he is an MRED. He created this MRE, and on the side, you'll see a call to action, and each color depicts your call to action. And then you go and choose a ribbon, not quite yet, but you choose a ribbon of your color, your choice, and then you will be able to hang it on the tree. Dargon will explain more about that, but let's give Dave and Dargon both a hand for recreating this magnificent tree.
Yeah, good job.
Dargon,
cool,
would you
cool.
like to explain your MRE?
Sure, I don't have a megaphone right now. Could one of you give it to me?
There you are.
There we go. All right. Well, hello. I'm Dargon in Altspace. My real name is Darren. So when Marsha and David approached me, this seemed like a really cool project, and I wanted to be involved in. So I appreciate the opportunity to get involved here. But so what this is, like Marsha mentioned, it's an MRE that stands for Mixed Reality Extension, which is a bunch of words. It's basically a way to add some sort of interactivity to Altspace. By default, about all you can do is grab something and throw it, and that's about the level of interactivity you can get. But basically, it's some software running somewhere on the internet that Altspace can connect to add some interactivity. So, but what this one in particular does, like Marsha mentioned, it's I guess first of all, they told me probably most of the people here would be coming in 2D mode. So it's designed to be friendly to that mode. But what this one in particular does, if you look over on the wall here, you'll see the 4 ribbons here. If you click on one of those ribbons, that corresponds to the call to action that you're interested in, the color there, you'll see one kind of appear in front of your face. I've got clicked on it. I've got the green one in front of me now. Then if you click on a spot on a tree where you want to tie it, it'll appear over there. And you'll see that the number above the one that you entered on the wall over there goes up. It's basically counting the number of ribbons that have been tied to the tree of each individual color. So in general, that's basically what the MREs are, and what this one in particular does. And it will maintain the ribbons that you tie up there. If you leave, they'll be there, and the count you have there, it'll still include the one you tied as well.
Thanks, Dargon. You really stepped up to this one. It's a remarkable accomplishment.
Thank you. Thank you.
Great job. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
I think that kind of concludes the formal, informal part of the tour. Of course, everyone's welcome to stick around and we can talk. You can ask questions.
Or hear the rest of that video.
Or hear the rest of the video or answer questions.
Thank Ryan. You have given me more insight into this gallery because I only saw the pictures. I didn't really know the meanings behind them. And that is very, very special that we heard that, because now when we bring people in, Dave or myself, we will be able to explain to them some of these paintings as well.
Yeah. And by the way, I don't want to forget to mention Mark Jeffcock, who is standing over here against the wall by the tree. He's the one who put me in touch with David Fletcher. So that's
wonderful.
That was an integral part of this gallery, this world.
Networking really works. It's a surprise.
Yeah.
Marsha, I was going to ask, how do you intend to spread the word about this gallery and get some more people to come and see it?
There are various programs in AltSpace that you can post to in Discord. They all belong to AltSpace, but they're in Discord. You can post things there. We could have tours, let's say once a month, or once every 6 weeks or such, and we could bring people in. We would encourage you and any others that are affiliated with any colleges or university or other causes of similar type to come in and view it as well. And you're saying something to me, and okay, mentally. Oh boy, do I really wish I knew what you were saying.
Well, I think one of the key things is
wonderful?
that okay. Good. We can arrange events, or you can arrange events. Hello?
Yeah, you guys can arrange an event yourselves. Anyone can arrange their own event and have it here.
As well.
Say what?
We would be happy to arrange guided tours as well, more in-depth ones.
That would be ideal.
That's the key thing. If we could work together and arrange regular events that you conduct, someone from your organization conducts a tour and explains things the way you did today, it would make it so much more meaningful.
Definitely. We can certainly look to do that.
Right. Well, let's get started. That's all I can say.
So maybe we can count on everyone here being part of the team. I mean, that's not already part of the team. Spread the word.
Thank you guys so much. This was a really phenomenal, and I'm deeply appreciative of all your efforts and finding new ways, innovative ways to share and promote the voice of the Yazidis. We really deeply appreciate this and can't wait to tell survivors and others about what you guys have done. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Thank you for letting us be a part of it.
Thanks for the opportunity. I feel like I've led a protected life, still lead a protected life, and it's nice to be able to do something for somebody who really needs the help.
And my ribbon is always the purple one, not because I'm always dressed in purple, but because of the call to action. A lot of people can do a call to action in purple because it says build a memorial to commemorate the genocide. So that's what we did. And so we're purple.
Oh, and I did want to say something else about
Wonderful
Mark
experience,
Jeffcock.
guys. Thank you.
Okay. I was going to mention Mark Jeffcock also taught me Unity, which is the primary application for bringing things into AltSpace.
Oh, I need to take a lesson from you.
Many lessons, unfortunately. It's quite
Many,
good
many,
for
many
everyone
lessons. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but we are all networking here. I learned what little I know of MRE from Dargon. It all come for out.
That's right. Also, if I should let you know, there are many things going on in AltSpace for those of you that are not totally familiar with it. There's so many educational programs going on in AltSpace that even if you got involved, you can be more involved in other things or spread the word through those. There's speaking events, there's writing events, there's churches. I happen to now belong to News and Updates, which is every Saturday, where they have a news and updates meeting and they talk about all the news going on within AltSpace. But because I'm a host there now, that doesn't mean I have insight that I can advertise this all the time. I can't because there's a lady by the name of Laurel. She's in charge of that, and I don't step over Laurel. And there's other programs that, oh, can you think of some, Dargon?
Other programs. I mean, there are quite a few museums in here. There are
Art
quite a bit
galleries,
of
yeah.
educational that's going on. There's little seminars that go on each time. You know, it's pretty common for somebody who just wants to teach something that they know and just
I'd have
have
thought
a
the
pop-up event.
educators and VR people would want to come in here. In particular, the cultural and heritage bunch could use this quite neatly because it is a different culture to go and look at.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that particular group.
That's
Okay,
That's
Matthew.
where we all need to
I'll
interact.
drop something into their Discord
Marsha?
Okay.
and see what they. See whether they
Matthew.
fancy coming.
Matthew heads up that group. Marsha. You know,
Matthew.
Matthew. Yeah, from Educators in VR.
Oh,
Stands with Trees.
Matthew.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Stands with Trees. Yes, he's a indigenous
He's
person that
in
lives
with
in.
that and leader. I've we
Kind of choppy, Mark.
into that. Oh, okay.
No, that
Actually,
not
I'm
to
afraid
me.
I have to drop out. But
Well,
Okay.
one more thing, Mark, before you go, because you mentioned Matthew. Matthew has a similar experience. He's working with the people in Canada from the First Nationals,
First
First
Nations.
Indians, and First Nation, and they found all these dead children buried under a school, and he's trying to promote the information about that as well. So there's a lot of people in AltSpace that are very giving and loving and care about these things, and this is another avenue.
So Educators in VR is one of the informal organizations, a very important informal organization inside of Alt VR. They self-organized, I believe, and Laurel is the kind of heads that up, and they do remarkable things. It's a very very functional organization that does a lot of things. There's another organization called Virtual World Society, which is more connected with more than just AltSpace and also with United Nations, I think, or something. But they are another really good organization to get in touch with.
And Dave
Awesome.
belongs
So-
to the New York Stereoscopic Organization that also meets every Saturday at noon. And maybe we can talk to Johnny about something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
So yeah,
you were
Orion and
who's
Dijon,
who's the person
let's,
here that was
chat
talking about
afterwards so we
their
can,
3D
talk
camera?
about distributing and
Pirate?
showing this. Yeah.
Pirate
Oh,
has
yeah.
an amazing 3D camera, and he could help share the information to them too.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Dave's yeah.
There's another possibility you might think about, Ryan and Jen, is that we can do live streaming also at some point.
Right, that would be wonderful, and
Yeah.
to be able to take questions, and Ryan can answer them, and then we can
Perfect.
go into have
Mhm.
an interactive kind of webinar meeting live stream of it too. Yeah, there's all
Be
kinds of
more than-
ways we can go with this.
That sounds amazing. I'd be more than happy to do that. Thank you.